Welcome to our first transfer special of this save. So we are back with the Philippines Build a Nation save, but our first step is trying to build up our squad. So we are with Manila Monte. Manila Monte here are expected to finish in last place in the Philippines Football League of the 16 teams that we have in this league currently. So today we are looking to build up this team to at least hopefully be a mid-table side. We're still at the beginning of preseason. So these were the first two matches played in preseason before we got the job. Since then, we somehow lost to the second 11, which had a number of grayed out players who were actually better than our first team. So we lost somewhat handily. But we still have four more friendly matches to play, and then we'll get into the Philippines Football League season. So we have some work to do as far as improving the playing squad. And the biggest factor here with improving the playing squad is the fact that we don't have that many players. At the moment, we have a starting 11, and we have a grand total of 6 players on the bench, one of whom is now injured for 3 to 5 weeks. So we essentially have 16 available players at the moment. So this episode is going to be dedicated to bringing in players. I have done kind of everything else that I need to do as far as setting up a squad in preseason is concerned. This is actually one of my favorite times in Football Manager because I feel like it's just a blank slate. I feel like I take so long in continuing the game because I just enjoy kind of looking at the team and having this blank slate. But I have a number of things that I generally do in the beginning of a preseason. One is setting up friendlies. I feel like I have to have at least 7 friendlies. I don't know where I got that number from, but ever since I've started playing Football Manager, I have to have at least 7 friendlies in a preseason. They had originally only scheduled 5, so I added 2 more, but this is just a weird thing I have in FM. I've also set up the training. Since we're so close to the beginning of the season and looking at our dynamics, I've decided to prioritize team cohesion and club atmosphere at this point, maybe over a traditional preseason training schedule since I came in so late. I've also made sure that we have set piece routines in there. I feel like given how bad our team is, we're going to need those set pieces. But yeah, all things considered, we're not that far off from the first match of the season. So by scheduling in a couple of extra friendlies, hopefully that will give us the match sharpness that we need. And then by including team bonding sessions, match reviews, these match tactics sessions, I'm hoping to improve that team cohesion and tactical familiarity going into that first game of the season. The other important thing that I think is good to do as far as training is concerned, especially right when you start a save, is once you've developed your tactic, make sure that you get all of the players on an individual training regimen based on their role in your tactic. So, for example, I have a fullback on this side. I've got advanced forwards playing up top. So I'm making sure that anyone who's going to play in those positions is playing that position, role, and duty. Fortunately, at this point, we pretty much have a full staff and everyone that we need here, so I didn't need to touch the staff at all. I am planning on eventually, like, our general manager is not very good. He's got 1 more season left on his contract, and honestly, we'll probably get rid of him after that. Same thing with the technical director. I just don't think these guys are very good. We have a pretty small coaching department. I mean, we're not a very big club. So this is something that's pretty easily manageable from a managerial perspective. So those guys will leave at the end of the season, but I have to keep him here right now because I made that promise in my job interview. And finally, I've set up 3 tactics that will hopefully do well for us. First, we got the 4-2-4. This is what we used in the Mendiola save. It worked super well for us. I want to continue with it. But we're a pretty bad team. So we also got the essentially a 5-3-2. They have it as a 5-2-1-2. But this is going to be our defensive tactic. And then we have a 4-3-3 for when we're really playing this formation. And I feel like we need to kind of shore up the defense or shore up the midfield a little bit if I feel like we're a little outnumbered there and they're kind of going through the center really easily. We'll switch back and forth between those in games potentially. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Now it's time for transfers. Let's fill up this transfer screen. Let's get a good transfer history going here. Let's bring some people in and improve our squad. And just to show you guys, our squad is pretty bad. This is average. This line here is average, and this is the comparison compared to the rest of our league. Our goalkeepers are much lower than average. our defenders at defending, other than jumping reach apparently, but otherwise much below average. Our midfielders are really, really bad. Apparently, we have high teamwork, but otherwise, we're terrible. And the ability of our strikers to attack is bad, but maybe not as bad as the other ones. So, yeah, we're not a good team. Let's try to improve these by the end of this episode. So, the goal for today's episode is to bring in some loans and then to bring in some free transfers kind of built around the loans. But I don't have any specific positions I'm looking at. I just want to improve the general quality of the squad. And with that in mind, there is only one team to start with. And we are beginning this episode, beginning this transfer special by rating my former team, Mendiola. Filipino FM, you are still the manager of this team. Would you like to loan some players to your former players? So we're just going to go agreed playing time here. We'll go opposite. And we're going through the breakthrough prospects, future prospects, so on and so forth. But I have some players in mind who I know I immediately want. Number one, I think we could use a goalkeeper. We could bring in someone like Joshua Nawson. Actually, looking at the info, they have some insane players here listed for loan. Emmanuel, Yannick David, Carlos Carrion, Abdul Bastomi, and Joshua B. We are going to go after all 5 of these players. Is it even possible for us? Emmanuel on loan? Why is he listed for loan? He's one of their best players. It's not. There's no way this is possible. All right, Emmanuel is off the table. There is absolutely no chance I could afford that salary. What about Yannick David? Would you be willing to let him go on loan on a free? That's not horrible. Can we make that work? That would mean we couldn't bring in any players, but he would be our best player by a lot. What are the odds here? Would he even want to come? So if you're not sure if someone would come to you on loan and they don't have like an agent telling you, what you can do is just click on optional future fee and he's not interested. We're not even going to bother. Just go into optional future fee. You'll get feedback on whether or not they're interested in a loan. Yannick David is not, so let's go out there. Carlos Carrion, though, would be an absolutely brilliant loan signing. Transfer, make an offer, loan offer. Why do they keep wanting us to pay? Mendiola, you've got money. I would want them to pay too. Oh. And Carlos Carrion is not interested. That is off the table. Abdul Bastomi, you're a very fast player. That is within a salary range that we could afford. He's not interested. Man, nobody wants to come to me, huh? Joshua Albino, we could use a fullback. Optional future fee. You're not interested. We are not off to a good start here. There's got to be some other guys, though. There's got to be some other guys here. Joshua Nawson, we could use a goalkeeper. Make an offer, loan offer, no salary, no optional future fee. He's not interested. I'm going to go for it anyway, and I'm going to make him a star player. Maybe he'd be interested then. But I'm going to suggest the terms and make the offer just to see if we can get Nawson. What about someone like Christopher Reyes, 16-year-old center back? He'd be the best player on our team. We cannot. Oh, he's too young to be loaned out. All right, what about Nicholas Badia? Why can't I make an offer for Nicholas Badia? He is on a non-contract. We can't bring him. Does he want to come? No, he doesn't. Well, not a good start to that part of the transfer special. So we'll move forward from there, I suppose. Also, I guess I should note with the transfer special, 0, we don't have any transfer budget. We've got a little bit of room in the payroll budget. We got £6 per week room, but we can go over, of course. And we get no money if we sell players. So we're not working with a whole lot here. I'm just looking at anyone who's in range of our scouting. And there's just a bunch of old players here. This guy's really not that good. Kenneth Lobaton. This guy's not bad. 12 pace. Can work with 12. He's listed. 12 pace, 12 finishing, 8 composure. Can we get a scout report on him? Kenneth Lobaton. We're gonna stick him on let's stick him on a short list here. We'll just go indefinitely. All right, I'm switching up my tactics here. We are going to any team that is semi-professional, and we're just going to try to poach their players, which is awful. All right, in the save, Loyola, semi-professional. Anyone here worth signing? We literally need every single position, and I'm going after their star players. We are trying. He's so slow. He's not bad, but he's so slow. Oh, wait, hold on. Dexter Chio. He is at Jeepney. Oh, he's not. Yeah. Okay. Dexter Chio was one we had at Mendiola, and he was really good, but 4 finishing, 2 composure, 3 off the ball. All right, let's go back to Loyola. This guy's not bad. How do you compare to someone like Albert Whoa. Whoa, he's so much better. David Garcia, what is up, my man? We're going to add you to a short list. This guy's not bad. He doesn't play in the fullback positions, though. But he is all right. United City wants him. I'll add him just to the general short list. All right, what if we just go to like the better teams in the PFL? Teams like Kaya, see if they have anyone who might be available on a loan or just anyone that we could get for a free loan. This guy's a fringe player for Stallion, and he's absolutely amazing. He's so good. What are the odds that you'd want to come on loan? You are not interested in discussing a loan. I will make you a star player. Would that change your mind at all? Jay Soberano is someone that we had in the Mendiola save early. Would no salary contribution. He has a slight interest. I'm fine with that. Let's change this to an optional future fee that we're obviously not going to pay. All right, we could be bringing in someone that we had in the Mendiola save. Jay Soberano played right mid in the Mendiola save. I would love to have him back. At this point, I'm just going through all the fringe players on Stallion. We have Darwin Regala here, and he's not bad. I remember having different attributes in the Mendiola save. We'll make an offer, a loan offer. No sal. Do you want to come? Do you want to come? I am interested. That's fine for me, dude. You are interested. Suggest terms. Let's improve this team. I mean, we're just going through all the fringe players here on Stallion. I may be unsettled. Oh, he wants to get a loan move. Jose Luis Montalbano. We are going to suggest those. Why have they declined? This is exactly what you said you want. Okay, we're going to make the offer. He has wicked pace for a fullback. Would be so excited to bring him in. I will note there are no limitations to any loans or transfers or anything in the PFL in game, so I could technically bring in as many loans as I wanted. However, I don't want to make an entire team of loans. We kind of did that in the Mendiola save where we essentially had an entire team of loan players. So I am going to limit myself to 7 loans total for the transfer window. So anyone else I'll try to at least bring in on a free or something of that sort. So with that in mind, let's look at bringing in some players on a free. We did like a Kenneth Lobaton here. Would you like to come to our club? We'll put in a £0 bid for Lobaton. And honestly, I don't mind David Garcia on the left here. Can we compare him to who we got on the left right now, which is Patricio Figueroa? And he's so much better than him. All right. Oh, we can just straight up approach to sign him. Well, our first signing of the transfer window is a player that we had in our previous save. Welcome to the club, Jay Soberano. You are back playing with us. We've also missed out on Joshua Nassen from Mendiola. He would have been so good too. Would have helped shore up our goalkeeping position, but it is not to be. We did have an offer accepted for Jose Luis Montalbano, who would have been a nice right back to have. But given that there are other bids for him now, I suspect he's not coming to us. All right, 2 more big signings, bringing in Darwin Regala. He can play all in these attacking positions. I think there's a chance we'll probably use him as a box-to-box midfielder in this position, but he could also play up top as an advanced forward. Very versatile signing, exciting to bring him in. And also, I guess we're fine with the, he doesn't have a signing on fee. I don't know if we're fine with the signing on fee, but we have been able to bring in Kenneth Lobaton. He will be our new forward, advanced forward. We'll accept that deal as well. So 3 new signings in the bag. And we have brought in, this one is a huge signing for us. 21-year-old David Garcia. He is going to play on the left wing and be absolutely brilliant. And that tells us we can bring in players with the signing on fee because we didn't get it rid for David Garcia. We're going to accept that. 2 huge signings there. We are also way over our wage budget now. I don't know how much more the board is going to be cool with me spending. But this is definitely our best team at the moment. We definitely need to bring in, I would like to bring in a center back, at least a couple of center backs, and someone to play in the middle. I'd really like to shore up the spine of the team. So center backs and someone else who can play center mid are the priorities at the moment. At this point, only other loan offer is Luis Montalbano, who plays right back. So time to spend more time focusing on the center back position. Well, next up on the list of good teams is United City. Anyone who can bring here. I wouldn't mind Rafi here. He's someone I looked at in the Mendiola save as well. Good passing. He could be an advanced playmaker. Would you like to come in on loan? No salary. Mandatory. He's not interested. There's just nobody interested in coming to me on loan, it feels like. What about Tristan Kit Robles? Again, optional future fee. He's not interested. I need people who are interested. It is funny seeing how some of these guys are fringe players at United City, but for us, they would be amazing. Jumping reach of 3, can't really accept that. Luis Porteria here. He's a little bit better. He could play in the central defense positions. How would you like to join our club on loan? They would not require a salary. That would be good for us. Are you actually interested, though? Optional future fee. He is interested. We will put in a bid for Luis Porteria. He would help solve our center defensive issues. Raymond Reyes, he's better. I think he's really good. How would you like to come to the squad? They wouldn't want anything. Optional future fee. He's not interested. I also wouldn't say no to a goalkeeper while we're here. Any of your goalies interested? Lobo's good. Make an offer, loan offer. They don't want anything. Optional future fee. He's not interested. What about your other goalkeeper, Michael Santos? We'll make an offer for him. Loan offer. Are you interested? He does have a slight interest. We will make that offer. Why have you? This is exactly what you wanted. What are you doing? You're just going to accept it later on anyways. All right, on this point, we are on August 3rd, 2023. We are 10 days away from our first match in the PFL. They did accept that Michael Santos loan offer, so hopefully we could bring in Santos on Porteria. That would help shore up the defense a little bit, but we still need to bring in some players in those defensive positions. And right now, almost beyond all odds, we've only brought in 2 loans. We can still bring in a number of loans. All right, let's look through Aguilas's team now, starting with Cubon here. He's pretty good. Play central midfield. That's a position we need. Would you like to come to our squad? They wouldn't want anything. What about optional future fee here? He has a slight interest in discussing a loan deal. I will take a slight interest. What are the odds that I can make him an advanced playmaker? Suggest terms. They're fine with that. He would be a good signing. He would be an excellent signing. Honestly, Jamie Cheng here would be an excellent player to play up top. Good advanced forward, good finishing, dribbling, first touch, good off the ball, good pace. Any chance that you would like to come to Mendiola to play up top? Slight interest in discussing a loan move? We'll absolutely take a slight interest in discussing a loan move. Does DHC have anyone who might like to come on loan? Excellent central dude. Why can't you jump? I'm going to go anyways for this just because you're better than every player we have. But I would really enjoy it if you could jump. You have a slight interest. We'll take a slight interest. This guy's at Army, and he's pretty good. He would be an excellent kind of advanced playmaker. Would you be willing to come on a free? We unfortunately did not get Jose Luis Montalbano. Would have been an excellent fullback, but he has joined a different club. All right, we have managed to bring in Elmo Babylona on a free transfer. I think he'll be a very solid player in the middle of the park. His pace is all right, good stamina. First touch and passing are good. We will take that. That is a new star player at the club for sure. This is a very important center back signing. Luis Porteria, not bad. He can jump. At least he's got 8 jumping reach. He's not very fast or strong, but he can play the central defensive positions. A good loan signing that we're not paying for there. We will take a Raymart Cubon as well, another player who can play in the central midfield positions, helping us to shore up the spine of our team. All right, another loan signing coming in. Jaime Rosquillo here. He can't jump, but we don't have another central defensive option. Solid signing there at least. And Jamie Cheng, I think that'll be all of our loan signings. Jamie Cheng coming in, very good advanced forward type player. We will accept that as well. And to round off our 7th and final loan signing, goalkeeper Michael Santos. Oh, do we really want him, actually? Do we want Michael Santos? Only 2 stars now. Actually, we are going to reject the Michael Santos signing in the hopes that we're going to cancel this one in the hopes that we have one more loan spot left. So we're going to look to use that potentially on a better option. Well, I think that is going to end this transfer special. We're now just a couple days away, so this will pretty much be our team for our first match where we will be playing the Philippines youth national team. This is the squad now. The players that we've brought in have pretty significantly skewed our star ratings now, which is a good thing. It means we've brought in good players who are improving the quality of our team. We've brought in 6 loan signings and we've brought in 3 players on a free transfer. And those are now the best 9 players in our squad. But looking things over again, Jaime Rosquillo, he's the first one. I mean, he's got excellent attributes. It's just that he can't jump. If he could jump, I would feel so much more confident about him. But loan signing here, Jamie Cheng, Jaime Cheng, he is a phenomenal looking forward for this level. Good pace, good finishing, dribbling, and first touch. I could see him being kind of a Dexter Chio type player, someone who could have a similar impact. Otherwise, we brought in Raymart Cubon here. He is a good central midfielder. Hopefully, he'll do well for us in that position, help shore up the spine of the team. Jay Soberano, a player that we had in the previous save. We are excited to have him back. I'm retraining him to play that AMR position. So hopefully he'll be able to play there by the end of the season. David Garcia, the young player who we've brought in on a permanent transfer. A bit slow to be playing on the outside, but pretty good technical and mental attributes for this level. He could be with us for a couple of years as we get better. Elmo Babylona is actually the player I'm probably most excited about. Really solid player. I think he's got nice first touch and passing, which gives him good technicals, especially for this level. So I think he'll be a fun player to have in the team. Darwin Regala, now I think he's a player who we might move to play up top since we have a bit more depth in the central midfield positions. Luis Portera, we've brought him to help shore up the back line. And finally, we've brought in Kenneth Lobaton, who actually might not play as much now that we've brought in some other loanies. And at this point, I think we'll go for the 4-2-4 in that first match at home to the Philippines youth national team. This is what the starting lineup is going to look like. To introduce you all to all the players, Gil Badia, he'll play in the goalkeeping position. Was Santos a big upgrade from him? I'm not sure. I think we can save that last loan signing for someone who's really going to make a huge impact. On the right, we have Marco Carboni. He's really bad. We could use a new right back. We have Portera and Rosquillo in the middle. We have Mendoza, a player who was originally with the squad. He's actually not bad. I don't mind his physical attributes. He's very slow, which makes it tough for him on the left side. But, I mean, decent tackling, good jumping reach. So he's got something there that could make him pretty good. Then we have our front 6, which is Cobon, Pabellona, Sobrano, Garcia, Chang, and Regala. But that is the squad. That is our first ever transfer special. We have brought in 9 new players, all of whom will pretty much be starting. Next episode, we will play our first match in a new 16-team format for the Philippines Football League. Looking at it now, it's a while till we play Mendiola. So with the 16 teams, the way everything is formatted now is that each team will play each other twice, home and away. So it's not like previously with the 7 teams where they played each other 4 times. So we'll only play each team twice. So it'll be a while before we play Mendiola. But until then, we'll start off the season with 2 hopefully winnable games against the Philippines youth national team and Gorilla United. But that's it. Next episode, we will move into the season. But until then, I hope you've enjoyed this transfer special. Hope you all are doing well and taking care of yourselves. And I will see you all in the next episode. Bye.